Friends, good morning friends. Today we are going to learn BCom part 1st semester 2nd English for Business Communication paper B, and what is the syllabus of BCom 1st semester 2nd. For semester 2nd, for this particular paper English for Business Communication, you are going to learn 3 modules of communication skills and other remaining modules of reading comprehension, which are included in your syllabus. Before talking about syllabus, I would like to introduce you what are the course objectives of this syllabus. That is, first objective to acquaint and equip students with effective business communication skills. Business communication skills includes various skills related to the business, that is English speaking skills, soft skills, personality development skills, and all those skills must know to the students or you people for your effective business communication skills. The next objective to inculcate human values among the students through poems and prose. The particular poems and prose prescribed for you to inculcate the human values. If we take example or about the text which we had learned in semester 1st on smiles by A.G. Gardner, only the text is about on smiles. See, what is the importance of smile is given in that particular text, how smile matters much in everyone's life. So in this way you learn human values and inculcate human values among you. This is one of the important objective of your learning of this particular book. And next objective to improve the language competence of the students. There is most important part of language learning is the language competence, that is to improve the language competence. You are going to improve your language competence in this particular syllabus, in this particular text, in this particular communication skills units. So this is the objectives of your course. And next part is about module 5th. Module 5th is about first part business correspondence. In business correspondence you are going to learn what types of business correspondence you are going to do when you are going to enter in the business world. You must know what is the types of correspondence, what is the need for written communication. Written communication is most important part in this particular business correspondence, that is communication, business letters, and how it is written by an authorized person and or an organization. So business correspondence takes place between different organizations or between the customers and the organization. So in this part you are going to learn what is the structure of the business letters, how there are 7 to 8 part included in business letters. After that you are going to learn types of business letters. There is a business inquiry letter, letters of complaint, and mass communication circular letters, and circular letters of informing change in address, about opening a new branch, circular letters about informing increase in price. So these are the all letters related to the business. And next part about social communication letters to maintain goodwill. So these letters of congratulations which are related to social communication, where you are going to learn letter of congratulation, letter of appreciation, letter of condolences and sympathy, letter of sympathy, and letter of condolences on the death of an employee. So this is the part of business correspondence, and you are going to develop your written communication in this particular module. Next module is why does the child cry, that is the story of Mulk Raj Anand, which shows the one of the best short stories narrated from the third person perspective. The protagonist of the story is 7-year-old Abdul Latif, who lives with his parents in a village in Bengal. It is a terribly sad, heartbreaking story about senseless cruelty and how the innocent victims suffer most in absurd wars. So, absurd wars in the particular story, we learn about how the child suffered due to the war situation, which don't have any value, and the life of small 7-year-old boy suffered a lot. So Mulkraj Anand here suggests how the war is very uh, bad for the all community, all society. Next module is about telephonic communication. In this particular module, you are going to learn telephonic communication, which will develop your communication, your conversation skills. That is, here are telephonic communication refers to the practice of communication over a telephone. Telephone communication first came into existence in 1876 when Alexander Graham Bell invented it. Numerous developments have taken place since then. It has revolutionized the business world considerably, with increasing amount of business being done over the telephone and its use in 24-hour professional call centers. If you know the professional call centers and job of call center girls and boys, that it is very important telephonic communication in your business world. It becomes imperative to have effective telephonic communication in professional call centers. So you are going to learn a business phone calls, then expressing negative reply, how politely you are going to express your negative reply, and asking for a repeating point, how you are going to ask politely about the repeating the points. Next part about the making inquiries and other dealing with the complaints, other things you are going to learn in this particular topic or module. In this way, you are going to develop in this particular module your conversation skills, particularly the business correspondence of on telephonic through telephonic communication. Next example, next module is about module number 6, part B, the story, the necklace. Guy D. Maupassant is the writer who wrote this story very beautifully, and it presents the theme of dichotomy of reality versus appearance. Always we see what is the reality and what is the appearance, and we think about only the appearance, not the reality. So here we can say the particular story is about show the reality, and we should not follow the false pride about anything. The story displays the stark reality that love for false pride, ostentation, and material wealth lead to misery, while highlighting the benefits of a generous, down to earth personality. So there should be a reality, and uh, we must give importance to the reality, not the appearance. So in the next part we are going to learn, that is the next module, English for specific purposes. In it you are going to learn the how should you use the written and spoken English for general use, English for advertising, English for your competitive exams, English for report writing, English for your business reports, and English for writing emails, and how you are going to learn the email etiquettes as well. In this particular unit or module, English for specific purposes. You must know the specific purposes for your business, whether you are going to learn it or use it, the language for the written communication or the oral. Next module is about I Thank You God, the small poem by Bernard Daddy, which is celebrates negritude, that is the meaning of negritude. It has many biblical references and tries to identify in a way the black African suffering with that of Jesus Christ. How he compared how the Negro man compared his life with the suffering of Jesus Christ, struggle of Jesus Christ. It is truly an anthem for black pride. And the poem powerfully recounts the crimes of slavery and colonialism, but significantly enough ends on an optimistic note, prophesying victory to the blacks. So, this poem teaches us about the optimism in our life and also shows the contemporary situation of colonialism. So, this poem is very important for your development of human value of or your particular way of thinking, that is optimistic way of thinking. Next part, this module number 8, this might be not for the syllabus or for your exam, but out of interest you can learn those three modules: the story, war, and how the boy went on war and his parents also and uh, agree to go for war. Next module is about the Cuckoo poem. This is the poem about the nature by William Wordsworth. In it, he shows the childhood memories about the poem, and the cuckoo bird is an arranged image of innocence, hope, purity, and boyhood. In the next module also, you are going to learn about William Shakespeare's poem "Let Me Not the Marriage of True Mind." Let me not to the marriage of true minds. That is, this sonnet is Shakespeare's sonnet, first published in 1609. Its structure and form are typical example for the Shakespearean sonnet, that is three quatrains followed by final couplet. This is one of the most famous love sonnets. He states he should not stand in the way of the marriage of true minds, and love cannot be true if it changes for any reason. See, friends, you must remember the sentence love cannot be true if it changes for any reason. So, you must be loyal, you must be think about your love, and it should not be changes for any reason, for any major reason or the minor reason. So in this particular syllabus you are going to learn three modules for communication skills and other remaining modules for your reading comprehension and cultivating among you the particular values of life and human values. So in the next lecture we will learn about the module number 5, that is business correspondence. Till then, thank you.